For millions of Indians who've been brought up on a diet of school textbooks warning of a population bomb, this is unlearning time. Yes, that population bomb we were told was ticking all the time actually doesn't exist. In fact, India's fertility rate has just dropped below replacement level. In other words, today's India is not even producing enough children to replace itself. Honey, we've shrunk the nation. The latest National Family Health Survey, NFHS 5, conducted by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, has some interesting statistics. Stunning numbers for those who've not been following India's already slowing population growth for the past many years. India's total fertility rate, or TFR, has dropped from 2.2 in 2015-16 to just 2 in 2019-21. TFR is the average number of children a woman is likely to have during her childbearing years. For most countries, a TFR of 2.1 is considered replacement level. Meaning, if there are 100 couples or 100 men and women, together they must have 210 children to replace themselves. The 10 extra because some children are lost at birth and some more may die later owing to disease, accidents or some other reasons. The NFHS 5 shows India's TFR at 2, which is below replacement level, meaning India is not producing enough children to replace itself. Over a longer period, the fertility crash is even more stark. TFR has dropped a shocking 40% from 3.4 in 1992-93 to just 2 in 2019-21. And this fall in procreation by Indians is a picture gleaned from across the nation, from 707 districts, 28 states and 8 union territories. It has reached a situation where only 5 states in India, repeat, only 5 states in India have a fertility rate which is above replacement level. And even those 5 states, not by much. Bihar has a TFR of 2.98, Meghalaya at 2.91, Uttar Pradesh 2.35, Jharkhand 2.26 and Manipur 2.17, which is just a shade over replacement level fertility. At the other extreme, Bengal and Maharashtra actually have shrinking populations with a TFR of only 1.6, and Kerala's Pathanamthitta district had a decadal population growth between 2001 and 2011 of -3%. In present-day India, no conversation can be had about population or fertility without a Hindu-Muslim comparison. Turns out that the sharpest fall in fertility rate among all communities is in the Muslim community. Muslim women still have the highest TFR of 2.36, followed by Hindu women at 1.94, Christian women at 1.88, and Sikh women at 1.61. But the sharpest fall in fertility rates since the National Family Health Service began in 1992-93 has been among Muslim women. Since 1992-93, TFR of Muslim women has dropped 46.5%, that of Hindu women 41.2%, of Christian women 34.5%, and Sikh women 33.7%. See how India's TFR has dropped through the 5 National Family Health Surveys beginning from 1992-93. From 3.4 children in NFHS 1 to 2.9 to 2.7 to 2.2 to just 2 in the latest survey, or a 41.2% drop in fertility to below replacement level in just 30 years. Make no mistake, we are constantly shrinking our nation, and the only reasons our mythical population bomb is still alive are our politicians who keep harping on the imaginary increase in the number of minorities and our outdated school textbooks, which we continue to teach our ever-reducing number of children. I spoke to economist and population migration expert S. Irudayarajan, who is founder chairman of the International Institute for Migration and Development, who says there is no immediate threat for India of a demographic shock because it will take some time for India to move from replacement level fertility to actual negative growth. He also says that Indian parents have surely moved on from quantity of children to quality.
After getting replacement, it will take 30 to 40 years to have negative growth rate. In India, cut across all groups, cut across poor, rich, Muslims, Hindus, all of them have realized, and they have been converting their fertility from what we call them quantity to quality.
Interestingly, we are in a phase where all our problems are blamed on Jawaharlal Nehru. If that's the season's flavor, one can say, tongue-in-cheek, that Nehru is responsible for India's population shrinking as well.
What we started in 1956, because India is the first country to start family planning program in the world the first 5-year plan by Jawaharlal Nehru. So we took almost 70 years to really come to the level where we are now, replacement level.
What is increasingly becoming clear is that a population control policy is totally out of place. What we now require are health, nutrition, education, and such other policies.
Nobody in this country now should talk about family planning program. The couples in India is controlling to the level of replacement level fertility. You don't need population policy. You need health policy. You need education policy. You have to educate them, give them skills, and give them proper education, nutrition. They should eat well. They should live long.
The downward spiral of fertility is showing no signs of a U-turn in India. Akshat Seth, CEO of CK Birla Healthcare, says 28 million couples in India have fertility issues. And because childlessness is stigmatized in India, only about 1% of couples seek consultation on their condition. The consulting firm Alvarez and Marcel has projected India's fertility and assisted reproductive market to grow from 55 billion rupees in 2020 to 150 billion rupees in 2026. In the coming days, in all likelihood, we will hear more about in vitro fertilization, intracytoplasmic sperm injection, freezing reproductive cells, and other fertility medication. And hopefully, less of political scaremongering about a population bomb ticking and a hypothetical rise in minority numbers. And what about the one and only Thomas Malthus, who in 1798 proposed the theory of exponential population growth and only an arithmetic increase in food supply?
We can say RIP, rest in peace.
Looks like it is RIP Malthusian theory. This video is dedicated to the Thomas Cup winning Indian badminton team. This was the first time that the Indian team was even entering the final of this 73-year-old badminton tournament. What 1983 is to Indian cricket, 2022 is and will be to Indian badminton.